All right, so Joanna Litter coming to you live on location at a newsworthy event. Right now, I got Shae, the founder for Freedom. How are you, Shae?
Good morning.
Good morning. Buenos dias. We like to say it in South
Buenos
America.
dias.
Buenos dias.
I know it.
All right, girl, I'm excited because you started something amazing, okay?
Thank you.
You're really helping out so many women. You know, you're empowering so many women. This is a big newsworthy cause, human trafficking. You know, 30 million people are affected. 87% are Canadians here in our backyard. Tell me, Shae, like, what can one expect from today's walk? Because, wow, girl, you got a lot of support. Toronto, they're out here. I can see all the women that are empowered here.
Yes, we are going to have hopefully over 600 people, for sure over 500 are going to be here this morning to learn about human trafficking, that it's happening in Canada, but also right here in our own backyards of where we're standing in Toronto. And so this morning you're going to get a very well-rounded perspective from politicians, from survivors, from law enforcement, so that by the time you leave these doors to go out and walk, you're educated, you're empowered, you're inspired, you're motivated to go and raise the awareness, raise your voice for freedom's sake, so that victims, survivors in Toronto know they are not alone and that we are here to fight for them. We're here to fight for their freedom, and we're not going to stop until Canada puts an end to human trafficking in our country.
Shae, I want to know a little more. Tell us here with Spotlight TV Radio Network. I want to know, because you started this like a couple years ago. Now it has grown into the 7th annual. You know, hashtag Free Them Walk 2010. I want to know, like, why this? Why is it so dear to you? Why is this such a big, important issue to you, Shae, on a personal level?
So I was confronted with the issue when I lived in Hawaii. I was 18 at the time. I moved there to start my university, and I saw the issue firsthand. I saw girls that were 14, 15, 16 years old, younger than me, that were in prostitution. And I started to learn their stories. It's a much longer story, but I started to engage with them to try to understand, why would a girl choose to do this? And shortly thereafter, I started to realize that the word prostitute, that we equate so much with choice, is widely misrepresented. And the more accurate term to be using is prostituted. These girls were lured, they were coerced through the modeling agencies that didn't exist in Hawaii when they showed up, to the boyfriends that promised them a vacation of a lifetime that never happened and turned into literally their worst living nightmare. And the false promises, and being in Hawaii on an island, it makes it that much harder to escape, that much harder to get out. Your passports are taken from you. You don't get to keep the money that you're forced to work, and then you don't even get to keep the money that you get and turning it over. And I just thought back then, like, if this was me, I'd be praying that somebody would be coming for my rescue. I'd be praying that somebody would see me as a victim and not as poor choices in life or certain judgments that we might label on a situation that we see. But would come to know the truth that these girls are being forced, they're being exploited, they're being held against their will, they're being tortured, they're being raped, they're being abused over and over and over again. And being Canadian, living in the United States of America, arguably the two most free nations on our planet, I was like, where is our world on this issue? Why is nobody talking about this?
Absolutely. On that note, you know, I've seen it firsthand as a journalist. 11 years, I travel. I lived in Australia twice on the Gold Coast. I see it. We see, you know, stuff that, you know, not a lot of mainstream media likes to cover, but it's a truth. Even here in our backyard, there's a lot of escorting, a lot of human trafficking. There's a lot of slavery still. Like, there's a lot of social issues, a lot of issues that matter. So for more information, where can our audience connect with you on social media? Because honestly, Shae, like, this is amazing. All of Toronto, even the Real Housewives of Toronto, Anna Kaplan, and so many cool cats have come along for this newsworthy event. You guys got to hang tight because we're going to be covering the purple carpet. Shae, I want to know, if one can take away one thing, like if you see somebody out there, like a viewer, you know, who's in that, which is sad, right? Who's in that line of work. What's that one message? What's the one powerful message you want to have and you want to give to that person that's going through something right now?
Absolutely, that they are not alone, number one. And two, it's not your fault. What's happening to you and what has happened to you, it's not your fault. And on the other side of the fence, there is so many people, agencies, civilians in Canada that are there to support you, love you through the process, and help you on that healing journey. Aurora House, where all of our funds are going to today from the walk, we've already raised close to $80,000, which is unreal. But Aurora House is a prime example to survivors, to victims, that if they are seeing this, or if somebody who knows somebody in this situation, to say there's support available. 10 years ago, we didn't have that in Canada, and we have that today. So you're not alone. We are here for you, and somebody will journey with you through the entire process. So do not be afraid to come forward.
All right, guys, you've heard it first here with Spotlight TV, Radio Network. Shae is the founder. For more information, hey, you still have some time to donate, volunteer, because she's going to be doing this every year. Freedomwalk.ca. That's that right? Freedom Walk?
Yep, perfect. That's the one.
All right, guys, hang tight. We're going to come into you live on location at the Purple Carpet, and also we're going to be going for the walk, too. So come along. Hurry up. Hurry up.
Come.